are looking good, and Sentinels on the line. Let's get to it.
Paper X almost looking as good as you, Degon. Thank you very much. To our analyst desk, it's time to get back into this series. Sentinels taking their seats as we speak, and you have to hope that that reset's being kind to them. It was a quick first map. Paper X demolishing their opposition, and it looked like they couldn't put a foot wrong, except for that one B main push, but we won't talk about that. They highlighted it on the desk, Tom. The real concern isn't one player missing, it was one player online for Sentinels. Narrate was on fire, but the rest of the squad's going to need to catch some of that heat.
Yeah, I think though they've always been a team that's relatively good at having those sort of resets. Of course, that I love it. She's going to run out of space to hold on to. Of course, there's Jing's mum, who's in the crowd right there with everything to support him. But yeah, to be honest, with how things are going, she might have quite a short day. Like, might be back to the hotel very soon. We are going to be getting into things. And I was wondering whether or not we might see a change for the side of Sentinels, obviously coming in with the similar, I think, same composition that they were running over the last few times. Obviously versus DRX, they absolutely battered. So still feeling confident in their own map and in their own choice. We've seen them play, again, at Masters, where they had a very good performance versus the likes of Fnatic, XOG, BLG, but they've definitely had some blips here, like losing to XOG earlier in the tournament. But as I said on the last map, they normally learn from those sort of mistakes. It wasn't the case there, and I do think that a lot of it comes down to just getting those players online. Like, we know what we normally expect to see from someone like Zek and what we normally expect to see from Bang. So I think the fact that it was only Narrate is definitely a worry. But if he can keep the same form and you get a couple of others, we have a game on our hands. If not, we could see the repeat because, hey, you've gone to the other side. As said, over the last few months, it's 5-0 for the side of Paper X on this map. And we're talking good opposition. We're talking beating Fnatic, beating Sentinels, beating Liquid, beating DRX. Like, these are all top-tier opposition that they are managing to get past. So I think they're going to come into this one feeling incredibly confident, and it's up to Sentinels to prove that, okay, we picked this map for a reason.
Well, one thing that might be a little easier to deal with now is without something being on that quick escape agent, he can't get as aggressive as he did in that previous map because he was winning opening duels and getting out majority of the time.
But what is the alternative?
Yeah,
it's Jing on rank.
It is Jing.
It's not better, is it? It's not that much better. If anything, it's worse.
If anything, he won't get one and get away. He'll just go straight through your team, take 3 or 4.
But that's always the thing with them on this map. Obviously, they're starting out on the attack, but their defensive pushes are genuinely disrespectful. And a lot of it, I was going to say, revolves around middle. It seems like they've got the same idea on the attack.
Tends to be the case. Get your priority zone down and lock it regardless of the side. Sentinels straight through B main as a response. They take space. The right point of contact. Big swing, but it's expected. They were ready for that. And now there's a paranoia in response. Shock dart up close. Second barely makes it out. Luckily,